So it is 29th of April. I'm back. It's 9:12 GMT. So I have DAX as usual. DAX started with a sound note. It was a wonderful opening, no doubt about it. But exactly on the other side, rather on the contrary, Bund took a massive hit. It was a really massive hit. Now I have in front of me, instead of the usual 1869, I have increased the time frame for uh, understanding the higher time frame, the chart with the higher time frame, the status of the current uh, price action, the momentum, and the trend. We will deliberate on that later on. I just wanted to bring it to your attention the need for the importance of using various time frames to understand the status. This is Bund with 9681 seconds, and I'm switching it to again back to DAX. And this is fantastic chart, no doubt about it. I don't want to give any interpretation, or I don't want to talk about it now. It is just for visual understanding. I'm presenting here our most famous E-mini. Let us see what that beauty talks about under 9681 seconds. In the meantime, before while this chart is getting loaded, I would like to tell you one more thing, that this indicator, whatever I'm using here, they are all available for download in my blog. It has been there, or they have been there for a long time. Many people have been downloading. I do not know whether they are using it or not. None of my time business. And also, the entire video tutorial or any tutorials that I am going to present, I will be presenting in future, are completely free. I am not going to charge a penny for anything that I am presenting here. There is no special courses conducted for anyone. But any clarifications required, I am willing to spare my time. Now let us come back to the E-mini, which is in front of us. Not that good before yesterday's massive noise, too much of noise, not that good, but it's okay. Now it is stabilizing to some extent. There is some kind of sanity returning back in the market. Now let us go back. We don't have much time to waste. To DAX. We are back to DAX. Now DAX is doing well, but somehow it is not that certain. 1869, I am again going back to the same thing. Now let us go back to where we left yesterday. We were talking about the trend. To recognize the end and beginning of the trend. In other words, to understand the continuity of the momentum, whether the trend momentum continue in the respective direction with strength or not, is very important to understand. Yesterday we saw, again to refer back, to recognize that whether the price action in a respective direction is happening with strength or not, we are able to visually understand by checking whether the price is trading clearly above Bollinger Bands and Hull Moving Average HMA, or like this. This is absolutely nothing to do, or it is not to be perceived as pattern. This has got nothing to do with pattern recognition. This is the reality. This is the actual happening. There is no pattern. Whether the price is trading clearly above both HMA and Bollinger Bands, or it is trading in between or across the HMA. That's it. Rest of things are completely irrelevant to us. We are not following any pattern based, shape based. I mean, I don't know if there are any other things. This is a straightforward method. We get a warning like this. We understand this as a warning, and in the shorter time frame, based on the warnings, we position ourselves. Now today, if we look at yesterday, the market closed quite higher, not bad. It recovered. There was a good recovery, absolutely no doubt about it. It's a completely good recovery. It continued in the same stream. That's what we are exactly seeing now. And this trend, whether it is going to continue or not, to be seen. To position ourselves in the next phase of the market, we can see the trend is coming much the weaker, and the momentum is also losing its strength. It's weakening. The price has started trading in between HMA and Bollinger Bands. I don't want to come to any conclusions at this hour, but this is a warning signal for us. So we are going to position ourselves in the lower time frame in such a manner. When we make a entry, we know where to stand. This is again a reminder that why a fixed target under these circumstances, when the market is too volatile, are giving good opportunities to grab a couple of good trades. With the help of fixed target, we should be able to achieve our objective within a day as scalpers and day traders. I hope I'm trying to improve my language, my interpretational skills, which I have been trying for quite a long time, but I think I'm afraid I have not been able to improve substantially. But I'm trying my best to improve my presentation skills, my interpretational skills. There are hiccups. I'm trying to improve on that. I hope you would bear with me. I want to conclude with this, and we'll proceed in the next session and continue to deliberate on the same topics. Have a pleasant day. It's healthy and wealthy trading. Again, take care and have a pleasant day again.